What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Becca and welcome to Cosplay.and.books, the account where I talk about books and then cosplay from the ones that I like the most. And today we are going to be doing the book recommendation tag, where I will be giving you some recommendations based on different prompts. And my dog is barking. So yeah, I will be naming all of the prompts and then telling you which books I recommend for each prompt. I've seen this floating around on YouTube quite a lot, so my dog is barking again. I don't know if you can hear that, but I don't know what he's barking at. I was interrupted. Anyway, so yeah, let's just get right into the first prompt. So the first prompt is a book that you tell everyone is your favorite, and if you know me, you should know the answer to this. It is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I adore this book with every part of my body. I love this book so much. If you like fantasy, fairy tale retellings, Alice in Wonderland, non-happy endings, this is the book for you. It's so good. Yes. Anyway, I didn't plan where to put these when I was done. Now it is a book that is your guilty pleasure. That is, I mean, it's technically not a book, it's a manga, but I'm gonna count it anyway, which is Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun Volume 8. I love this. I love this volume. I love this manga completely. If you want to read manga, I really suggest this. It is so cute, and it's very, now that I'm really, it's kind of fantasy romance in a way. Well, not really, but like kind of. But this, if you don't know what this volume is, it is the one where they go to the Festival of Lights. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what, or Summer Lights, the Summer Lights Festival or whatever. It is very cute. Love Hanako, love Nene. I love them. So, now, the next one is a book that everyone loved but you didn't. Now, I actually could have done one other, but I DNF'd that one, so I didn't really want to do that. I'm gonna put both of them because I'm just now thinking of that, but the first one that I thought of was Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. I liked this book. I liked it enough to keep reading the series, but I didn't like it as much as everyone else was liking it. Yeah. And then the other one that I was thinking of that I just, off the top of my head, I thought of is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I heard like everybody talking so good about this book, and then I read it and I DNF'd it on 150 pages because I just didn't like it that much. So yeah. Anyway, next is a book that I read the fastest. Now this is a book that I actually don't have a physical copy like those two that I just said, which is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I read this in legit 24 hours, like exactly. It was a really good book. I loved it. Yeah, it was great. Don't know what else to say. I read it really fast. Okay. Now, next is a book that deserves more hype. Now, this one I never see anyone talk about. I've seen like a couple people talk about it when I search for it, but other than that, nobody talks about it, and I love this book, which is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Now, this whole trilogy really deserves more hype, but I love this series. This series is so good. If you like superheroes, if you like enemies to lovers, actually no, if you like friends to lovers, lovers to enemies, and enemies to lovers, because that's all in here and it's all the same couple, and it's so cute. Yeah, you should read it. Please talk to me about it. My dog's barking again. Fun. Okay, the next one is a book that is becoming a TV show or movie, which was not a hard choice for me. It is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I loved this book so much This book was the book that got me into reading in the first place, and it is becoming a TV show, and I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to see Ravi actually as a person instead of just in my brain and like reference pictures that I look like when I look up like Good Girl's Guide to Murder aesthetic or whatever, or like fan cast. I am excited to see him as an actual person in a show saying the lines that he says, saying Sarge. I'm going to die when that show comes out. Going to actually die. Anyway. Next is a book that you have reread the most. Now I actually have two, but I didn't really want to do repeats. But I'm going to say this anyway, which is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Obviously, it's my favorite book. I've reread it a lot. It is a really, oh gosh. It is a really good book. Yeah, and then the other one is, oh gosh. Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This book, quality. It is so good. Obviously, I have tabbed it, if you can't tell. I really want to re-tab it with actual colors of the... My dog is barking still. I don't know what he's barking at. Anyway, so I love this book. I will definitely probably reread it again. Same with Heartless. Great book. Okay. Next is a book from a genre that you don't typically read. Now, I read a lot of fantasy romance and a couple thrillers mixed in there. This is actually a really short book. I'm not realizing. I'm just realizing that now. But I don't read a lot of sad romance or like typical like normal contemporary romance, or really a lot of sad stuff that's not fantasy as well. So I decided to pick You've Reached Sam. I am actually really excited to read this. I've had it for like a month on my shelf now. Like I actually bought it and I haven't read it yet, and I really want to, but I just haven't got around to it, and I'm very excited. I've heard mixed reviews for it, really, about whether people like it or not. Like some people say they really like it, some people say they really don't. Well, we'll see. All right, and the next one, a book that deserves all of the hype it gets. I actually don't know if this one gets that much hype. It should, but it was the first thing that I could think of because I've seen it quite a lot, which is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I think this deserves a lot of hype. It is a really good book. I don't know what else to say. It's a great book. Yeah, it's action-packed. It has fantasy elements. It has a lot of really good storyline. It has a love triangle that's between two brothers, and I picked the one that didn't get picked in the end of that book. I don't know about the other. I haven't not finished the series yet. I need to. Anyway, next is a book I always recommend. I couldn't read my own handwriting for a second, which is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This book is so good. I love it. I love Jax. I love Evangeline. I love them so much. I would recommend that to literally anyone that likes fantasy. It is so good. If you like curses, vampires, magic, anything like that, like fate, yeah, like it's so enemies to lovers. If you like enemies to lovers, you should read this book. It's so good. Yes, you should read it. Okay, next is a book that has my favorite characters, which is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong about that. This book is so good. I love this book. I love Gray, I love Harper, I love Ren, I love all of them. They're all so amazing. This book, I really didn't think I was gonna like it in the beginning because it has a kidnapping trope, but it's so good. I loved it. Okay, next is a book you wish, I wish I could live in, which would be Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I mean, I wish I could live in Caraval as a whole, but I do really like this one, this setting. Also it has Jax in it, and I love it. This is a really good book. I think playing Caraval would be so much fun. Also, I would love to live Donatella's life. You know, 2 boys chasing after her. They're both attractive. One's immortal. Both are immortal. I love them. Anyway. Me, obsessing over fictional men. When do I not? Anyway. Alright, the next one is a book that I thought I would dislike, but didn't. Now, this one is Unravel Me by Tahereh Mafi. Like I said, I didn't really like the first one. Can my dog be quiet? I don't know what he's barking at. Anyway, I didn't really like the first one, so I really went into this with low expectations, but I really liked this one. Also, Aaron Warner playing with a puppy. You know what I'm saying? I love him now. Everyone was like, oh, Aaron Warner. And then I read the first book and I was like, no. And then I read this one and I'm like, Aaron Warner. It is a really good book. And I like the ending, and I am waiting for my library to get the 3rd one back in, because it's checked out right now and I have to wait until it gets checked back in, but the person who has it is taking too long. Anyway, so a book that made me cry is the next one. It's the last physical copy I have, because there's only one prompt left and I don't have the physical copy for it. So, which is The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber, the 2nd book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. This is such a good book. I cried at the end. I didn't just cry, I sobbed violently. This is a really good book. I love it. I love Jax. I would kill someone for him. I love him so much. Yes, anyway, and the last prompt is a book that I wish I could reread for the first time again, which is Supernova by Marissa Meyer. This book was so good. It was a great ending to the trilogy, and it kind of left us on a cliffhanger in the epilogue, even though there's not a 4th book. And there won't be. I really, really want there to be like a spin-off sort of thing, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. This book, it was so good. I loved it so much. It was amazing. Yeah. That's all I can really say. So, if you liked this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, I don't know, something, comment down below your favorite book, I don't know, do something, comment down below a book from one of these prompts if you would like to, and make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!